Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Tara Arnold, and tonight I'm going to be channeling Ascended Master St.Germain and the Ascended Masters, and I've asked them if they could bring through frequencies of transmutation for blocks to abundance. I am Mother Mary, and I step forward with love, compassion, and kindness. I am bringing through frequencies of transmutation for the heart and sacral chakra. There are many that are having blocks to abundance in the sacral chakra. This is guilt and shame. There are many programs of guilt and shame running. Take note when you are doing your day-to-day activities. How often are you feeling guilty about something, not saying something, or maybe saying the wrong thing? You cannot get it wrong. You are always in complete alignment. You are always in perfection. If you would see yourselves this way, then it would open up many doors. There would be that one is criticizing oneself. Many times this is causing the program of guilt to run. Begin to compliment oneself instead of criticize. Begin to love the body you are in. Begin to forgive oneself. We are showing our channel that there are viewers who have not been able to conceive a child, and there is guilt around this. There is shame around this. And we would say that your spirit wished to have a lifetime experience without raising a child. You are forcing oneself to feel guilty about something that your spirit created as an experience on planet Earth. Let go of this guilt and allow whatever is happening to happen. We would say to stop trying so hard. Many have blocks to conceiving and fertility because of the trying. I am trying to accomplish something. I am trying to make something happen. When you are trying to make something happen, it will do the opposite, as the word trying is a vibration of lack and a vibration of fear, a lower vibration. It is not possible to create from a vibration of trying. This is blocking many from receiving. They're trying to do things. They're trying to get things done. But if they would stop trying and allow instead, replace the word trying with allow. I will allow good to flow into my life. I will allow my vibration to raise so that I can receive more. Many of you have been doing the law of attraction. You have been taking the steps to change your frequency to attract more. It is vibrational frequency of some of the terminology you are using is keeping you in a vibration of lack. We would say the word humble would mean to keep oneself inferior. We have mentioned this before. It is when one is trying to be humble or making oneself humble in order to impress another, it is keeping one inferior. You are all in perfection. You are all in the eyes of God, and you are all part of one energy that exists on planet Earth. In this universe, you are all universal energy. It is all one energy. How could you be less than perfection? Go with that. I am perfect. I will not label myself as humble, as it would keep me inferior. I will not make myself inferior anymore. We would say that for those of you who have been beating oneself up for not being able to conceive a child in this lifetime, stop, let it go. We would not use the terminology stop. We would say to let it go. Be in the now and create from here. Ask your spirit questions. Ask if it would like to experience having a child in this lifetime, or if it would like to experience not having a child in this lifetime. Some are having one child and then expecting another to come into the family, and the first child created its life experience to have a lifetime to see what it would be like to be an only child, and yet the parents are upset that they cannot conceive a second child, and they are feeling guilty. I am feeling guilty. I have not given my first child a sibling, and this has become a catastrophe. And now I'm a victim of this, and everyone feels sorry for me. How could I conceive from there if I am a victim? And how could I conceive if my first child has created a reality to have an experience of being an only child? This would block the flow. Allow the universe to work through you without trying to control it, or using the word trying, or using the word control. Let it go. What is, and everything is imperfection. Could I be in the now moment and allow that? Could I let go of trying and see what happens? There are many who are taking fertility drugs that are harming your body and wearing you down, but yet you are still continuing to go with this process. And we would say to check in with your intuition. Is this beneficial for my physical body's consciousness, or is it my ego running the show? Ask this question. What is your intention of having a child? What is your intention? Is it looking for love outside of yourself? Are you seeking something that you cannot find within you? There are many on planet Earth that would wish to awaken, and if they had a child, their focus would go to the child and not to their own heart, to their own inner child. So they have chosen to come to planet Earth and have a lifetime without having a child, without raising a child in this lifetime, so that they would go in and find that love within themselves. We would say there are many that have chose this path, and there are many whose egos are overriding it and going to get fertility medication to surpass this and create a life and create a baby. And we would say to check in, what is the intention? Am I looking for love outside of myself? What if I was enough? What if I let go of needing to have a child? What would that look like? What would it look like if I connected with my own inner child and told her she or he was enough? Would I still want a child outside of me? Would I still want a physical child in this lifetime? We would say to check in and ask these questions. Many of you, if you let go of trying, would be able to conceive. Many of you, if you let go of the attachment to needing a child, you would realize that that is not what your spirit desires in this lifetime. There are many who have had children that are now questioning why did I have that, as I am beginning to realize that love was inside of me. What are the reasons I had a child? We would say there is no wrong decision. There is no wrong outcome. As every decision you make, there is another aspect of you that unfolds into that other decision. There is another aspect that plays this role out in another timeline, in a third dimension reality. So you could not get it wrong. Enjoy the now moment in this timeline that you have created and find the abundance in that. Do not wallow in self-pity or victim if you have not been able to conceive. Instead, give gratitude for the experience of having a life without a human child. attached? Would this bring you freedom in different ways? What are the possibilities if I didn't have a responsibility of taking care of a child? Could I travel more? Could I maybe create something more with art or music or one of my talents and gifts? Could I find a talent or gift that I would have not had time for if I had children? We would say to begin from there and work with your own inner child to find this inner joy. Your inner child is the creator and will create much happiness if you go in instead of seeking it outside of yourself. Let go and allow and see what the universe brings. Give gratitude for this now moment and all will be well in your reality. It is only your perception that something is wrong. It is only your perception that not having a child is a bad thing or a wrong thing, or is making it seem like you have not accomplished your mission or not fulfilled the roles of being a woman on planet Earth. And we would say that many of you have had many lifetimes where you had children, and it was time to now move into a lifetime of experience without having a child to see what that would be like and see what you could create from there. Oh yes, welcome. I am St.Germain. We would say that many of you are having lifetimes experiencing not having a child, so that the past lifetimes where you lost a child, you can now heal. In these past lifetimes where you lost a child to childbirth, or were not able to have a child, or were you unable to have a child, or you lost a child to death as the child was growing up and died of an accident or a disease. There are many that have come onto the planet in this lifetime to experience not having a child so that they may transmute the dark back to light or the fears back to love from the past lifetimes, where the grief from losing a child was so deep and so painful. They did not know they were awakening to remembering who they are as conscious beings, and therefore they did not know they had the power to transmute this grief back to love. And now in this lifetime, their spirit is experiencing a lifetime without a child, so that they are transmuting this grief of losing a child from your past lifetimes back to love. This is that you are having the experience of not having a child. In order to accomplish this, how could you bring the pain to the surface if you're not experiencing a similar frequency or a similar experience? This is all a gift. If you're not having a child and you're having difficulty having a child, see the gift. Ask the universe, what is the gift? What am I here to do? I'm here to expand my consciousness. I am here to expand my consciousness, which means finding the love within myself and not going outside of myself. Every time you have a child or a relationship in this lifetime, you go outside of yourself. Many of you have chosen not to in this lifetime. Many of you are having a pain in the neck. Ask, who is a pain in my neck? What is a pain in my neck? Ask the universe this, and the answers will come in when you are off having fun. Who is this pain in my neck? We are showing our channel that there are many with pains in the neck. Who is a pain in your neck in your life? Who is blocking you from abundance? I am Mother Mary. Blessings.